So speaking of platforms, moving on from Instagram, looks like we're going to lose one, or one very popular one, TikTok. According to CBS News today, the Supreme Court upheld the law banning TikTok. And I'm not happy about this. I think this is a real problem. I understand the concerns about a Chinese app and all that. None of this seems to be a good basis for shutting the app down. We'll get into why that's going to happen. One of my favorite senators here is Ed Markey commenting on this, and I couldn't find the video I really wanted where he talks about how there are going to be a lot of jobs lost, a lot of creators are going to lose their work. But what I understand is that may not be the case, or there'll be some disruption for sure, but lots and lots of TikTok movers, lots and lots of TikTok creators are moving to other platforms, including this red label or something. I'm not really sure what it is. My dear friend Fia brought this up to me, and I'm looking into that as well. But here's Ed Markey.
Senator Booker and I are asking President Biden to exercise his authority in order to extend the deadline by 90 days. We're willing to work with President-elect Trump and try to extend that deadline as well. This should be bipartisan. This should not be an issue which we are debating. And even as we're debating, TikTok users are flocking to a Chinese app with no reported presence in the United States. That's what's happening in our country right now. So it's time to take a breath, try to step back, buy some time, try to figure this out rationally, but in no way should we have TikTok go dark on Sunday. It would be catastrophic.
Yeah, I know catastrophic seems a little strong, and I do have to wonder whether, what's going on with Markey, why he's seemingly in the tank for TikTok. But I agree with him. It's unfortunate. I've virtually never watched any TikTok videos. I don't know anything about TikTok, but I hate to see a platform go dark. And again, catastrophic seems a little strong when he's just acknowledged, hey, there's they're already flocking, they're already going somewhere else, so they'll come back. It'll still be on the internet. The information will still get out there, but there'll be some loss, and it's not ideal. But yeah, as a content creator, I don't like it. I don't see any good reason for this. I think it's unfortunate. I also think that it might backfire. I mean, the ultimate impetus for this, as I understand it, was that there were just too many pro-Palestine truth tellers on TikTok. Too many videos that were just showing exactly the lengths to which Israel would go to kill in cruel, sadistic, and utterly pointless ways Palestinians. And I think that may be the biggest factor there. And I think in the end that may backfire too, because the word will ultimately get out. 240-242-5646. 240-242-5646. I would note that despite Ed Markey's imprecations, his pleading doesn't look good for TikTok. CNN earlier, that says yesterday. I thought it was today that they updated that. Yeah, they updated it. Was it 11th? I don't know. TikTok will be banned without a savior. And yes, people are flocking to alternatives. And why? Why is this happening? And again, I mentioned because TikTok was a source of information about Israel, about Israel's cruelty, about Israel's crimes. And that just wasn't going to fly in many circles. Of course, that's all the more reason you want it. But generally, when you suppress speech, it finds other places. Now, it's not good. I believe in freedom of speech, and it certainly can set back the pro-Palestine movement. If you can obviously, I mean, Americans are subjected to so much propaganda, so much hasbara from Israel, and any way that you can cut out some pro-Palestine messages, that's a problem. And that's exactly what those behind this ban are pushing for. Critics renew calls for a ban. This is from 23, right after the, October 7, and then the violent reprisals by Israel began. Critics wanted it gone because of its alleged anti-Israel bias. You can find plenty of information about how bad Israel is on YouTube. I mean, not just from me. Go to the Gray Zone. Aaron Monte and Max Blumenthal, is that his name? I think so. Did an incredible job recently, just shredding Antony Blinken. After you watch that, any argument that you might have that he's a decent person has to go. It's gone. This guy is as bad as they come.